You're perfect for Tom. Yeah, probably. Are me and Tom twin flames? Probably.
I'll just keep talking. Try me. I'm 100% still grieving. I miss him a lot. I also know that he's moved on, so there's nothing you can do. You spend time with somebody for, 5 days a week for a year plus, and then it gets cut off. It's kind of like a death. So we met at a function with the Vanderpump crew. At one point, I needed a place to stay. So I land at Schwartz's. He's like, yeah, for sure. There's 2 bedrooms, everybody. That's exactly
how
what it
long
was.
were you there?
6 days.
So when you went to stay with him, nothing happened?
Nothing happened. I think subconsciously she was a little bit intimidated by the relationship that Schwartz and I had because it was real. Tom Schwartz and myself are in a good place. We're not speaking, but I wish him the best. It's over. I need to move on. Him and I went through a lot together. Almost a year and a half, spending 5 to 6 days a week together. I was not aware of when he stopped loving me. I probably was the last to know, to be honest. If you know me enough, and if you know me well, then I'm okay with criticism, right? Like, yeah, totally fine. But if you don't know me, you don't know me enough to hate me. I'll take the likes, I'll take the happiness, I'll take the kind people that like me. But if you don't know me enough, like with you as well too, it's like, you don't know me enough, you can't hate on me. And put it on an international/national platform, I would have been mocked on national television. I was mocked on national television, and let's talk about that. I still don't know why. Just a part of Tom Schwartz's life.
Did I suck off Schwartz?
Okay, well, they were in a relationship.
Yeah, of course I did. What the fuck? You're perfect for Tom. Yeah, probably. I think Katie actually literally has kind of gotten to a place where she's like, Joe isn't the bad person. Or like, like at the reunion, it was like, she apologized. It was like the sweetest thing. But I'm not friends with her. I'm just saying that like, Schwartz, one big thing happened that made him, we don't know what that one big thing was. We don't know. But I'm also gonna let you guys all in on a little secret. Let him go. Let him date. Let him be. I don't want to be... we're broken up. It is what it is. Do you think Schwartz is my other half? Yes, I do. I think it's going to take some time.
Yeah, you have said that for a long time.
Yeah, I have. And I think that him and I are just kind of like
well, it's like in due time.
In due time. Are you and Katie good now? We've never, Katie and I have never been friends or anything. I have nothing against Katie. She was duped just the same way as, I was. So, we do not need to hate on Katie. Everyone chill out. Would you ever be friends with Kristen again? Nope. No, I don't think I'm ever going to get back together. Maybe in the future, but I'm not really sure. Do you think Schwartz led you on? Yes, 100%. How often do you talk to Schwartz? Right now, not really a lot because, what do? You don't want to talk to your ex about, like...
No, especially when he has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
it's
no.
Like messy.
Yeah, we want him to go to Coachella and have fun and, enjoy his... you know what I mean? I don't want him to be, I don't want him to... I don't want to...
Well, also, they're in the process of a breakup, which...
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
and I also don't want to obviously infiltrate myself into a relationship that, he's in a new one. So it's you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna I have met Sophia. She was so sweet. We did a handshake, and it was hi, nice to meet you. Da, 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 da. And then she seems great. I don't know Schwartz's GF. I don't know him. I don't know her. I don't. I think that she was a fan of the show. That's what I was told. But he seems happy, so let's go. You know what I mean? That's all I care about is Schwartz's happiness. There are so many people out there that are understanding and seeing me for who I am and being just kind to me because it's not easy. I'll just keep talking. Try me. We gotta stop saying that I'm gross. We gotta stop using the emoji on me. We also have to stop saying bad things about Katie. We also have to stop saying things bad about Lala. We have to stop saying bad things about Schwartz, Sandoval, Raquel. Everyone needs to just chill. You guys don't know how we're all connected, okay? We have to give Schwartz some grace, and he's awesome. And of course, I, dearly miss him all the time. But he's in a happy relationship, and that's that. And let's just kind of toot toot, hang out. Hanging out in the garage. What I know I was trying to do the toot 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 the whole the horn, whatever. I just want everyone to kind of know that at the end of the day, Schwartz was the best boyfriend ever. There were moments that were obviously Sandoval made mistakes. Raquel made mistakes. Katie made mistakes. Lala made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? It's very hard to be kind of on a TV show and expose things. So anyways, everyone have a great night. My real name is not Joseph. It is Kaylee Joe, but my family has always called me Joe. And then Schwartz decided to call me Joseph, and then Joseph, and then I started to call him T, and then it went to T Money, And then it was like T-Money and then Joseph, and it's a 2-piece. It's so cute. I think I kind of want to like have everyone get one. Stay tuned. I'm not that cool, you guys. I'm really not that cool. Who do I keep in touch with Vanderpump Rules? Allie, and I keep in touch with Tom Schwartz, on and off, Tom Sandoval, Billy Lee, Raquel. I'd love to be in touch with Lala. I think whenever we see each other, we just always have such a genuine respect for one another. James has been kind. Brock, even Sheena. Well, I believe that there is going to be a pause. I would definitely love to be on next season. What would my like storyline be? It would probably just be me doing hair and trying to find a boyfriend and and surfing. Like, I don't know if that's really something that anybody wants to like actually watch. Yes, I did let Tom be his authentic self. It was so natural and so like just easy, right? I didn't belittle him. He didn't belittle me. It was so nice. It was, and it was like, what incarnations? And then it would be like Munchkin transportation. And then I'd be like on his back and like, he just like carried me, like he would just like, and we would just be like, wah, 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 wah. And then we would just be so happy together. And then also like, I've never ever experienced this. And I wonder if anybody else has experienced this before where like you feel like you're hidden, but then you're also for 2 years, you know, totally seen behind closed doors, right? How do you feel when you asked Katie to hook up a day before you were going to be there? That was production. So I didn't really care. I also didn't care about him making out with Tori either because he had told me prior, but I don't know. I guess I really just got fooled. I didn't have any thought that we were good for each other. So I guess it's just a Wisconsin girl just getting... Were you guys together when this season started? Yes, we were. We were together during season 10. I believe it was like August or July of 2023? 2022? Yeah. I met Kristen on at like an Emmy pre-party, and we just hit it off right away. I just don't hate people. And people hate the fact that I don't hate people. So like, I'm just not a person that wears a lot of makeup. And if I do, I look good, but I just prefer not to. How do I deal with the Instagram trolls and negativity? I'm not going to put that here or here. I don't want that anywhere near me. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to block you. I don't need that. And it's not me saying that I just want positivity, but it is me saying I just want positivity. I don't know if I'm going to be on the next season of Vanderpump Rules. We'll see. Yeah, the triplets. I talk to Bert sometimes. I still miss him so much. If I could change one thing or anything about my time with Schwartz, what would it be? Nothing. It just was really fun. Bert is doing fantastic, so that's really good. Yeah, Katie did apologize, and it was more of a, she was sorry for the way that, you know, Schwartz treated me. I don't know if she really wanted to apologize to, like, me specifically, but, you know, great. Are me and Tom twin flames? Probably, I'm not sure. Schwartz did not apologize to me at the reunion for leading me on. She said, it's time to let go, Joe. No one really is taking time talking about you. I didn't ask for anybody to talk about me. Why would you think that? It's like almost people will like assume that I want people to talk about me, and it's, I've never, ever. Move on. Yeah, like I babysit on a Saturday night. Okay, sue me. I'm not running around at the clubs. I go surfing in the morning. Like, I'm not just a person that, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm this or that or the other, but I'm 35, you know? I thought Schwartz was my person, and he wasn't, so. Okay, you guys, this is what I want to talk about. Stop. Like, this is where I get really pissed off. This is where my Italian comes in. Do not come for Raquel, and do not come for Billy Lee, because you don't know them, and don't come for me either, because at the end of the day, I could not have gone through what I went through without those two girls. So stop and leave Raquel alone. And I'm allowed to call her Raquel because I knew her as Raquel, okay? Okay, that is going to piss me off. Just stop. Like, it makes my blood boil, and I'm not a mean person, but if you come for my friends, you don't even know them. Like, it's like if I were to come for your friend Emily and be like, oh, I saw a post on da da da. prove me that Emily's a good person. Prove to me that Emily's good. Like, and it's like, it doesn't even matter how much Raquel can prove herself. She goes to rehab. She goes to, you know, all the things. It's still not enough for you guys to just leave her alone. I'm just sick of it. God damn it. Sorry. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I'm also team Ariana. Like, I'm not team. Can we just all figure this out really quickly? Okay, let me just be clear. We don't need to make a team. I'm just closer. Think about this in like a circle. Okay, so it's Joe. And there's Raquel. There's Billy Lee. There's Sandoval. There's Schwartz. There's Sheena. There's whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I'm closer to certain human beings. I don't need to be best friends with everybody. Period. They're all good people. Everyone's a good person. Like, I don't understand why we just can't all get along. And you guys have to just chill. No teams, we're adults. We are adults, you're right. Would you go back on the show? Are you done? No, I would of course go back on the show. Of course. Does Katie intimidate me? No, I think Katie is a really good person. And I think that when it comes down to it, I don't think she's ever seen who I am, even though I've been confused by her relationship with Schwartz, considering I went through a lot of that. You know, I would be there for Schwartz when he would cry about Katie, right? So I think Katie's learning. I think we're all learning. I don't hate anybody. Do you think to Tom, you're the one that got away? I do think so. And then I'm always like, yeah, it's all these things. Why did he block me? I don't know. He said that he wanted me to stop telling him that I owe him something, when in reality, I'm looking at the text right now. I don't even care. He said that I was manipulative and I was using disturbing language. It sounds vaguely threatening almost. Your erratic online behavior is unsettling. You have to snap out of it. This negative loop. Okay, can we break that down? One, I'm a female. I'm very, very positive right now. I'm trying the best I can to be positive. I don't even know what erratic behavior means, but I've never, like, everyone who's known me from the very beginning knows that, like, I've never not been, yeah, call it erratic, call it weird, call it whatever, but all of my friends and I have been friends since we were probably 6 years old. So don't call my behavior erratic, and I think that's why the trigger from Katie was, like, so triggering. Like, it's like, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, a massive gaslighter. I'm fucking done. I'm ready to talk about this, you guys. You have to snap out of this negative thought loop. It's been a long time since we've talked and you are living in the past. Please leave me alone and respect the boundaries. You are strange. Oh, it goes on and on. We've had a lot of fun together. Please don't mention me or my girlfriend anymore. Why would you waste another second of your life chasing someone who doesn't want to be with you? One, let's break this down. One, I'm never going to mention his girlfriend ever again. Two, I'm going to mention him because it's a massive part of my life. That's fucked up. Three, you want to go there? Let's fucking go there. Four, I was there for you when your family was breaking apart. It's almost as if, like, no, it's just like gaslighting. It's insane. Like, I can't even, for 2 years, I just, like, can't even deal with this. Oh, and then Buddy has no hard feelings. I, like, think that this is, like, so relatable and just, like, so, like, I'm finally able to be like, there's just no way that I deserve this, and, like, he doesn't deserve this either. I just, like, don't understand it. So, oh, and then I have to let him go because we literally haven't talked in 5 months, even though he just sent me that text message yesterday. Okay, please let me go. I'm respectfully blocking you, so whatever you say will fall on deaf ears. Okay. You guys tell me one thing that I did wrong to him. If anything, I feel like I kind of can relate to Katie. She probably wasn't wrong. However, she was mean to me. But if you really think about it, you break it down, like, you know what? I learned my lesson. It is what it is. So, oh, I totally get Katie's side now. It makes complete sense. Like, Katie was right this whole time. And I think that that's also a problem that people are having, is that, like, she's so vulnerable and she's so wacky and so weird and she doesn't have a whatever. I don't care. I wasn't even able to actually, like, get to a place where people were taking me seriously. because of the prior verbiage and the prior castmates. I'm sitting on my apartment bed and I'm on a international television TV show. Like, that's what I want people to understand is like, I just think that everyone should just get along. Kelly, would you say that I got bullied pretty bad or no? And did I?
Oh, I think you got bullied really bad. The
You've talked about your insecurities.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I feel like
But I'm on an international platform talking about mine. I really want to make sure that people are being kind and just realizing that if you're behind, you know, like a da-da-da, like a screen, like that's gotta be like so easy. Cause like I'll tell you this, I went to Trader Joe's today, Kelly, and everybody was like, not everybody, but like three people came up to me and they were like, "Hey, Joe," and I was like, "Hey," and they were like, and they're like, can I take a photo with you?" I was like, "Of fucking course."
right.
When you are with a human being and they watch you on a national television screen, right?
Right.
International, they're nicer to you. Beauty and the Beast. Snow as old as run. Wait, what's the one? I can go the distance. I can show you the world. Tell me, princess, last when did you last make
We're
your
singing.
heart decide?
Wait, are we singing?
I can open your. Whoa, like, you know, let's break it down and make sure that everyone's okay. Like, I went on an international platform. I didn't know I was a bully in high school, but okay.
Things have changed since you filmed the reunion. As of her last Instagram live, you let me read your text to her in its entirety. She was cherry picking bits and pieces and not reading the context behind these things, leaving out things that you said that were very kind, as well as leaving out things that you had to call her out on that frustrated you. And we're not going to say what those things are because that's between the two of you. And we're not going to pull out Joe by talking more about that. Is that fair to say that you explained yourself in a very lengthy text message? And it was you that sent the text.
Yeah, it was firm but constructive. And it felt like a major violation when she went and read that. And she cherry picked it to fit her narrative online.
Yes.
And like, I get it. She's going through some feelings. Like, she's hurt a little bit. The reasons I pulled away from Joe are very valid. And she has to respect those. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to do that to her. But like, she's told some egregious lies that I found out. And I've debunked, and I've called her out on a few of them, but some of them are just so uncomfortable to bring up that I never addressed it. It does feel like a violation when she goes on there. If I was to talk about the reasons why I separated from her, which are very valid, I think everybody would be singing a different tune online.
Some of those reasons are reasons why I would not redevelop my friendship with her.
There's some other things that happened with my family that I found out that I was very unhappy about. And anyways, so yeah, I cut her off. I blocked her. I don't harbor any resentment. I wish her well, but yeah, she's not in my life in any capacity anymore and never will be.
I just didn't want to get an Airbnb and spend like $500 and I couldn't go to Kristen's because she had COVID and she was going to a wedding. I remember Kristen saying like, "Hey, you can go down the street to Schwartz's for those 4 days." I was like, "Great. Do I have to get an Airbnb?" And she was like, No. I just moved to my place and like, you can go down to Schwartz's. He lives down the street. And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll call him tomorrow." I went to my brother's wedding on August 6th and that was the last time I had seen Schwartz for a while. But the poor guy had his boxes everywhere. And I was like, "Okay, I can help you. Like, let's organize this stuff. Like, I got to leave in 4 days." Also, like, I don't know what dating looks like, but I think that that's what dating looks like. Katie was jealous of the connection that Schwartz and I had because otherwise there would never be that reaction towards me ever. I was jealous of the fact that Schwartz had moved on so fast after me, but I'm not going to rip his girl. I met her and she was very sweet.
I would still
but
feel
what Katie did to me was
and,
psychotic.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
I would just be like, let it go. Let's support Schwartz and his new girlfriend. Like, I don't understand like why, like, let it go. I think that the biggest thing for me was that we were not on the same page, apparently, in terms of what we labeled our relationship. I would say that if you would not see him and I together on or off camera, I don't know what dating looks like, but that's dating. That is a boyfriend and a girlfriend relationship. I think he was scared to love again. And then you're right. And then I came into the picture and he did not know what to do with it. We were committed. And I will say that 100%.
Do you take accountability for staying in that relationship despite Schwartz not putting a label on it?
Well, when we were together, there was a label. I'm very happy that he's got a beautiful relationship and he's happy. So as much as I'm sad, it's more of I'm happy for him. I'm very proud of him. I'm hoping he finds happiness.
When Andy asked if Schwartz ever asked you to lie about your relationship during filming, you said no.
Great. This is a really good point.
Do you still stand by that?
No.
Why did you feel the need to lie for him?
I don't know. I think at the moment, I mean, my heart and my soul were still so attached to him. And it was a moment of like, I'll just sit here and the quicker I can answer these questions, the quicker I can kind of get off the stage kind of thing. If I had said yes, I know that Schwartz would have turned on me kind of, I just could feel that he might have been like, because you could see him being like, like, thank gosh she said no. Mm-hmm. And I was doing something for him than out of for me. He could give two shits about me. It wasn't like I was covering up for him or anything. It was more of in the moment when you're in can you imagine? You're sitting there, first reunion. The man of your dreams is next to you. He's dating a new girlfriend. The last thing you want to do is piss him off. I think that the biggest thing is that Schwartz is very much tied to Katie. And whenever that's over, he'll be free. I've been sad about it, but I've also been able to realize that he didn't really take me seriously, I guess.
But it seemed like the cast pretty much supported you and all agreed, including Katie, that Schwartz was leading you on. And Katie even describes Schwartz as having fuckboy behavior. Was that validating to hear coming from Katie? And did you expect that at all?
No. I did not expect Katie to call out Schwartz as a fuckboy at the reunion. Like, I did not expect her to even go there. And was it validating? No, because again, it's almost as if like you're just kind of putting like a little bit of a Band-Aid on something that you just like ripped open for like a year. Like Joe's this, Joe's that, Joe's this. And then I'm going to be on the reunion and be like, hey, by the way, you're a fuckboy. Okay, well, where was that before? Like when you ripped me a new one every second you got. I don't know how to more explain, like, okay, let's say that you're dating somebody and you go on a date, great, and then you wake up the next day and you're together and then you go walk the dogs and then you do like fun activities for a year and a half. I don't know how else you would date somebody. I mean, that is, and also we're talking like we're in our 30, he's almost 40. Like, so
going into this season, you guys were in a committed relationship.
Correct.
So then how did it feel
when he hit me in certain scenes and I was just told to basically like put a single wristband on and then like paddleboard and be like, why would you? We're just friends, because I was protecting what I thought was the most important thing at the time, which was the relationship with Schwartz and I just fell in love and I'm an idiot.
Looking back now, do you regret how many chances you gave him during this filming?
I don't know how to explain this, but like, I still have a very hard time not being like around him. Do I regret it? No.
Why?
I don't know. I still really like, I've never been more happy, like weirdly in a weird way, like more happy with somebody. But I know it's this very relatable thing where it's like, that person's probably clearly not good for you. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that doesn't come with emotions. I've never laughed with somebody more and I'm looking for that again. Maybe I should regret it. I don't know if I regret it, but he shouldn't have to have this much weight on my life. But I've never met somebody who, just the way that we would, I mean, I could just see us being old together. Like, that's the thing. It's like minus the TV, minus the show, minus the phones, minus all this bullshit, I could see 100% him and I being easily compatible. When I will find somebody, I know that I will not be potentially 100% over Schwartz, but I know that the person that will be with me will help me get there.
I don't go looking for negative stuff online, but people inevitably like send you stuff. And like, I'm seeing Joe talking shit about me, like random clips, and I've tried not to respond, like just ignore it, like saying I'm her soulmate, reading my text, on a live stream. And I just feel like I have to address this.
Yeah, you have
to. What I mean? It's like, because I'm starting to get really negative comments on my social media. She's acting out, her feelings are hurt. Okay. I don't want to invalidate her feelings, but also I have feelings and they're valid too. Okay. I want to shine a light on my point of view and why I pulled away from her. Okay. Because I feel like she's kind of using social media to create like this sort of, I don't know, poor me, I got played breadcrumbing narrative, but she's building she's building a following at my expense. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting tired of it. You know what I mean?
I mean, the videos have been a lot.
That's what I mean. Like the live streams, like I just want to clear some things up. She's blocked on my social media. Like she's deleted from my contacts, but people send me this shit like unsolicited. And this will probably be like the last time I talk about it, hopefully. But it's just really, it's frustrating to see her playing the role of like a victim. Okay. It's like sometimes you really dig somebody and then you find some things out about them that causes you to look at them in a completely different way. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you just really dig somebody and then the feelings go away. Okay. I will acknowledge, like, just for the record, I think people know this, but like we hung out so much. We had such a good time together. Like we had some sort of whatever you want to call it, but we spent a lot of time together and it was so fun, but we were never in any sort of conventional exclusive relationship. And we were coasting in like a pretty nice direction, I think, until like maybe like the beginning of filming. And that's where, I don't know, maybe maybe I started to know like some erratic behavior, maybe some red flags.
Was it one thing or was it lots of things?
It was a lot of things.
Yeah.
It was a lot of things. And I'm not going to divulge most of those things. But
yeah, you don't have to.
Like one of the biggest things is I found out that I'm not going to, in my experience, she's a compulsive liar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know this firsthand. I will say this whenever I'm just going to say this story because I feel like people do need to realize this. Because whenever Kristen's dog Bowie passed away, she was telling people that Jackson and I called her and told her that Kristen's dog passed away. I don't even have her phone number. I haven't talked to her in years and years and years. So for me, that was just like, why? Like, what's the point of saying that?
Yeah.
Like that was just such a lie.
That's the thing. Like some of her lies are just like benign
for no reason.
They're just benign, nonsensical, kind of outlandish lies. But some of them, like I'll talk about this, I'll touch on it. I'm not going to go into detail.
Yeah.
Because I just like, I don't want to grudge or anything like that. But like some of them were malicious or manipulative. And low key, I feel like kind of what she's doing with these live streams, like building a following at my expense. And like, I feel like she's like, it's slightly manipulating the audience too. But like, again, clearly.
Well, she keeps saying that you're her soulmate.
Let's get into that.
Yeah.
The first time I was like, oh my God, like, holy shit, that caught me really off guard. It's kind of a doozy.
I was going to say, did she say that to you? Like, was she open, like, you're my soulmate to you?
No, she was not like that to me. Like, we had a great connection, okay? Like, that's established.
Yeah.
We were hanging out a lot. By the way, she never lived with me. Just for the record, Jo has her own place. She has like a rental property. She has an apartment. We never lived together. But without a doubt, like, we had a great connection. And like, around the time we started filming is where I started slowly pulling away. And like one of the main reasons was like the first lie that I substantiated and I found out. It's like just like casually one day she mentioned that she used to babysit for one of our executive producers' kids.
Yep.
And she told me that, and I was telling her.
She told you that to your face.
Yeah, just so nonchalantly, and she was like, because I was telling her about the pitfalls of doing reality television, and how somehow it's like things can get taken out of context, it can distort your image. And she's like, no. It's like, I'm not worried about that because like I babysit your executive producer's kids.
Oh my god!
And it's like, and I have no
like,
reason.
What is the
I have
point?
no reason to question that. But I asked him like weeks later, and he's like, no, I had never met her before the show started. That was the first seed of doubt.
Yeah,
we were never in any sort of conventional relationship, so I didn't confront her. I was just like, okay, and I started slowly pulling away at that point. And then as time went on, we filmed. We had a good time. I thought we could just stay friends. Like people started coming out of the woodwork and telling me things about her. And I would like shut them down, sometimes even go to bat for her and defend her. As time went on, like some other things happened. In particular, I'm not going to go into this, but there's some, like I said,
we need to hear some things because you need to say your side
first
a
of all,
little bit.
After what I just told you, after like, I shouldn't even have to say anything else, but like some of the things that happened were kind of manipulative and malicious. Jo is not a bad person. She's not malicious, but some of the things I found out that she told my family behind my back really
your family too. Yeah.
Like my mom told me, my sister told me, my brother told me. And it's just, honestly.
Do you think that was the biggest thing of why you started pulling away? Because your family got involved?
For sure.
Yeah.
Because my family got involved and like, they were.
And your family's super close. You're so close to them.
Really fucking like dangerous accusations. And like, I don't even know if she remembers this, Jo, if you're listening. I don't even know if she remembers this shit. She went behind my back and called my family and said some fucked up things. Her and my sister. It's like they were like two peas in a pod. I swear to God, my sister was her biggest fan in the world.
Yeah, you even told me that your sister really liked her.
She spent 2 nights with Jo, and she said it was one of the worst experiences of her entire life. Just think about this. It's kind of a profound statement. She spent 2 nights with her. She had to block her afterwards, and she's like, "I'm traumatized." She apologized to me profusely for weeks for trying to push her on me, and I was like, I was trying to explain to her like Jo's a great person, like she's cool, but I just know like there's no longevity here.
Yeah,
and like, I just don't think like I have some reservations about it. But anyways, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. There's too many lies.
How do you feel about her like outing your text messages? Like was she was like reading them on lives, correct?
Yeah.
I
mean, like I said, clearly like Jo's hurt.
Yeah,
and I don't think I don't know if she has a great support system. She's like looking for validation on social media. It felt like kind of a violation. Jo, if you hear this, Haley, like the person that I used to know, go and show them, go show them your hobbies, like the shit you do, your hair business, surfing, go be zany and wild. Just don't fucking try to build a following at my expense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. She's looking for like short-term clout and imaginary online sympathy. And then I feel like she's sacrificing any sort of chance she has for like legitimacy or, credibility. It's just, I don't know. I get it. Like, I think she's hurt. But like I pulled away from her because there's just too many lies. I'm not like, trust me, I have a list of like minimum of 20.
Yeah.
20 like substantiated, confirmed lies.
I mean, didn't she kind of say that after you guys did the reunion together that you were hanging out with her or texting her?
Like one of the ones that really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know I don't know the timelines on this stuff. Someone sent me one like a week ago and she was doing a live stream and she's like, he texts me nonstop, but I don't feel comfortable because I know he's seeing someone. And I'm just like, what the is she talking about?
Yeah, because you're
like a week ago.
Yeah, because you're not doing that, obviously.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's like anyways, like I don't have a grudge. I have no hard feelings. It's just like people need to respect the reasons why I pulled away from her. They're very fucking valid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're very valid. And anybody in my situation would have done the same thing. The stuff with my family, I can never look at her the same way.
Yeah.
And she's cut from my life forever. But then when you find something out about someone, it changes the way you look at them forever. And it's like when you find out someone's making up like random lies, I don't know, it makes you question all the outlandish stories she ever told me, the things she said. It makes me question her motive for coming into my life. You know what I mean?
I 100% know what you mean.
But it makes me like, I'm not just like, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And people like patrons in my bar would tell me stuff. My family would tell me stuff. Like after we stopped seeing each other, literally all my friends that I'm close with came to me and mentioned things. And I'm just like, oh my God, I've barely talked to her in the past 5 months.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's very important to address because people think that they're watching a live show sometimes. And it's like, no, this was filmed months ago.
Yeah. It's like, it just, I don't know. Ever since like sometime like late summer, early fall, there was like some incidents with my family. It just caused me to pull away. That was that last text I sent her, which she read like only a portion of on the live stream. That's the reason, because I had pretty much cut off contact, but like I got infuriated. So I kind of rage texted a little bit. It was actually a very constructive, semi-uplifting text towards the end. But like I started enumerating some of the reasons why I left her and why when you find out a few lies, some innocent and some not so innocent, it makes you just question everything. And anyways, just, hey, go live your life. Go build a following. Do your live streams. Do a surfing live stream. Just don't try to do it at my expense. She's not a victim. Yeah. She's not a fucking victim. Okay. Like on some level, I get that this is like her brush with fame here. It's new. It's exciting. Yeah.
Before we even like talked today, Schwartz was like, it's so hard whenever you're the first time on reality TV. Like there's a lot that comes with it. A lot of pressure, a lot of comments, a lot of everything. So like even like Schwartz was being like, I get that part of it.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
I understand. She's experiencing like her brain's probably lit up like the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Because it's like she's in a negative and positive feedback loop on social media.
Yep.
And I'm not saying like we're jaded, but I've been there, done that. And it still gets to me sometimes after 11 years.
It's hard.
But like, dude, the fact that she's doing it at my expense, it needs to be addressed. I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
I pulled away for very valid fucking reasons. Get over it. Move on. Close that chapter of your life. Start a new, shiny, bright one. Go blossom. Go be great. Give them Joe. Just
give them Joe.
keep my name out of your mouth and move on with your life. She used to preach about how much she hates social media, how she would never do reality TV.
Oh, that's the worst.
The gospel, not just like once or twice. It was her gospel.
That's the worst.
And now I see how she's acting. And by the way, good for her. When you as life goes on, you change your outlook, your perspective on life with new information. I like that she's embracing it, but she's doing it at my expense, and it just seems like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it seems clownish.
You got a picture from Katie about a toothbrush at Schwartz's place far more than 4 days later. Far more.
Yeah.
As well as other stuff hanging around at the apartment.
So Joe in the reunion, she's like, well, it was like during COVID. No, it wasn't during COVID. Like Sheena's like, no. And she's like, well, people still have COVID. People still have fucking COVID today. So you're going to say sometime in the last 4 years to set your timeline straight. Did this video of Joe doing someone's podcast, I believe. And it's the shortened version where she's now saying that I am the one who told her she should go stay with Schwartz because I had COVID simultaneously while going to a wedding. What in the bananas of all hell is she fucking talking about?
I couldn't go to Kristen's because she had COVID and she was going to a wedding. I remember Kristen saying like, hey, you can go down the street to Schwartz's for those 4 days. I was like, great. I gotta leave in 4 days. Do I have to get an Airbnb? And she's like, no. I just moved to my place and like, you can go down to Schwartz's. He lives down the street. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll call him tomorrow.
Let's just go back real quick. June 29th, 2022. I text girl Joe. Did you end up having COVID? You never told me. She said, yes, we had COVID, hence the quarantining. I was like, well, I wish you had told me. I wouldn't have flown, blah, 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 blah. And then we're chatting. So that was June 29th. July 7th, we're still chatting. I believe, Luke, that is the day or around the day that you met her, that you came in town and the three of us had lunch.
Right around that time, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then she stops talking to me roughly June 15th. I have multiple texts where I'm like, hey, are you okay? I barely talked to you in over a week. I'm worried about you. Cut to July 20th, 2022. This is now 3 weeks after she had COVID. I had it like right around there. July 20th, 2022. I said, wait. You live with Tom? I'm so confused. LOL. Kaylee, LOL, call me. Because this is when Katie Maloney, which I've said in past podcasts, called me from filming with Schwartz at his apartment and found girl things in the bathroom. She said, no, I don't live with Tom. I'm staying there on and off until Friday for a space until my apartment is ready. I said, why didn't you tell me? But now the bitch is going to say that I told her to go live with Schwartz. Simultaneously, I had COVID and a wedding. I was already living in my apartment. She had come over to my apartment right when I got it. So there's some timeline clearing up for everyone.
So it was within a day or two of Jax's birthday. So if we want to stamp that timeline.
Jax's birthday is July 11th. Joe's birthday is July 9th.
I mean, there's our timeline right there. I don't know where 4 days came from.
I gotta leave in 4 days.
How long were you there?
6 days.
And then I found, well, she's saying she stayed with Schwartz for 4 days, but I didn't find out that she was staying with Schwartz until Katie called me when they were filming on July 20th. She is such a fucking liar. Stop bringing my name into this shit if you're not going to tell the truth. And even Lala says, how do you guys know each other? And Joe's response is, through this group. And then Schwartz says, oh, well, she's Kristen Doty's best friend. Oh, now Joe, now you're in the group. Oh, are you? Stop talking about my friends and myself on podcasts. I'm fucking over it. And then she whispered to Sheena, oh, because I did his hair. He would text me and I would do his hair. We also know that's bullshit because she was texting Katie around the time of their divorce being like, hey, can I get Tom's number? I just wanted to like do his hair. Can you ask him for me? Well, now she's been doing his hair for years and years.
There's a lot of non-truths there. What did you make of her comment when
Aaron Rodgers?
Well, Andy asked, would you date anyone? Because you're not dating right now. And she goes, I date Aaron Rodgers. Do you know him?
No, do you know Aaron Rodgers? I'll date him. Oh.
It's like, oh, I thought you knew him. That's one of the first things you said to me, Joe.
Yeah, I
was
thought
that
you've been doing his hair forever.
He flies you back to Wisconsin to do his hair. I remember being like blown away, like, holy shit, Chris. And like intro to Los Angeles for me, to Hollywood. Kristen's first friend is Aaron Rodgers' hairdresser, and he's got the long hair. He supposedly, according to her, flies her in to do his hair. Weird comment for me, considering my minimal exposure to Joe. And one of the first things she said was, she does his hair, so she should have his number.
What's also crazy is that I actually do know who does Aaron Rodgers' hair because it's my friend Rihanna. And he actually does fly Rihanna and her wife Morgan, and they sit in his suite, and she's been doing his hair for a long time.
She's so vulnerable, and she's so wacky and so weird. Yes, Joe from Venerables. Going through all of this has been interesting, and I really appreciate that you guys can kind of see that, you know, I'm just not a person that's going to lie or be somebody that's going to say something inaccurate. And, you know, it took me a lot to really stand up to say, like, yeah, I guess I was gaslit and cookie crumbled or breadcrumbed. I remember at the reunion, I was like, Sheena, I have no idea what that means. I'm getting a lot of positivity, got a lot of positive feedback. I think it's very relatable to like feel like you're in a relationship when you're not, but it seems like you guys both agree that you are in a friendship, so that's good. And I thought I found love on TV, but I did not. I would love to meet you guys, and go get a Joe My Gosh hat at shopjomygosh.com. And I just think that this is just like the sweetest friendship ever. And wanted to showcase you guys the new and improved JoBot. Love that your sister M said that I have immaculate energy. Yes. And I also love that you guys see that, because it's not like I'm getting a lot of love about that on the show. I'm honored to say happy birthday to you, Reba. Hey, Reba, are you listening? Yesterday, I was in bed, pissed off. I'm assuming you probably know why. It's lies here. All these lies. Lies. All the things. And I thought, fuck. Sorry, I'm gonna swear. How am I gonna get my ass out of bed today and actually like go do hair? And how am I gonna get my ass out of bed tomorrow? And how am I gonna get, you know, because it's not like, no offense, Reba, but like at least your shit's not on national television. So like, pick it up, girlfriend. I appreciate you being, you know, a female that like can see everything that's kind of been going on. And I'll tell you this, like, go to shopjomygosh.com and get some swag. Like, I'm literally wearing everything that I own, and it's weird because somebody approached me and was like, hey, like, can we sell the actual clothes that you wear? And I was like, yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you see the way that I've been treated from Schwartz. And also you'll see, like, I believe it's like the after show or like the secrets revealed where, you know, I'm a rookie to all of this and he's seasoned. And so for me, I came in, number one was having an honest platform. And then number two was having an honest platform. And then number three was having an honest platform. I'm smiling so much because it's so nice to see and hear you guys see my point of view of when it came down to filming. It was not like, hey, Joe, you're going to film 15 episodes and do all 3 reunions and then also do 6 confessionals. It was, hey, Joe, you're going to do 2 scenes, which is, I think you see one of the scenes, which is the Olive Garden scene in the Secrets Revealed episode that's coming out either tonight or next week. And then the other scene you see that I signed up for was the one where we were like paddle boating, and I told him the story of how I lost my pet turtle, Charlie. And it just carried on from there. And it wasn't like I knew where this season was going to go. I wasn't certain because I also have a 9-to-5 of, you know, doing hair and everything. And it's not like they don't have a job, but for me, it wasn't like I wasn't able to really have a stance on where I was coming from with my relationship with Schwartz, other than, you know, like what he, being seasoned and very, was willing to, like, you know, showcase. So I just went with it. The fact that you guys can read between the lines and realize that I wasn't just trying to, you know, be this person that was vindictive or a liar or anything like that, that is coming from everybody else. I came at it with a graceful, like, loving place, and I loved Schwartz, and I now find out that it might have been it might have been my bad. I should have probably thought about it longer, but in my mind I really, really thought that, you know, we were successful together, and looking back, taking care of his family and everything too, and now getting it thrown in my face. But that's just how I was raised, and I'm glad that you guys can see that. Schwartz did definitely 100% breadcrumb me. I had actually asked Sheena at the reunion, I think you probably saw, like, where I was like, what the hell does that even mean? Because I don't think about people like that. I think about, like, you just kind of go in and you know, you treat people the way you want to be treated, and then, you know, everything you're gonna hear about me on the internet, it's always gonna be a rumor unless I say it's otherwise. So I'm so appreciative that you can see me for me. No matter who was wrong or right, you know, I can still be friends with Ariana, I can still be friends with Raquel, I also can still be friends with Tom Sandoval, and at the end of the day, the biggest person that disappointed me the most was Tom Schwartz and Katie. And so Katie owes me nothing, but it's been really nice to see, you know, the people who have been there for me from day one be there for me from, you know, a million days later. And then now, you know, Sandoval's there for me more than Schwartz is at this point. So I want to wish them all the best of luck. But the most important thing is that you just got a little bit of an insider for your birthday. I'm so excited, Connie. Mwah. Carter. Mwah. And I'm also so excited that you love Justin Bieber. And yes, say hi to your husband, Ryan Carter, and your son, Calder. And it makes me so happy you're turning 36 because I'm about to get there in, like I said, like 40 some days. And I'm freaking out. Mwah. Happy birthday, Megan. You're going to go to San Francisco for me was fun. By the way, I never wore the jacket of the guy that was like being thrashy and weird. I guess it was photoshopped. Because I think that they said, and by they I mean like I think that there was a post or something that said that I had, you know, somebody's hair was right here, and then what you don't see is that he's brushing by me as I'm talking, and that's when you see me go like 5 seconds later, because we were unmiked, like we were not filming. So at that point, all of that footage that you see after, you know, at the finale is all phone footage from fans that were there, which I still don't understand like how that was. But again, like I don't know. Anyways, it's your birthday. I hope that you remember to shave your armpits, because I definitely need to go do that right now. You're engaged to a massive Fish fan. Maybe I love it, maybe I don't know. I've never heard one Fish song. Fish. Is that the one that Darius Rucker left? Banned. Did Darius Rucker leave? It wasn't Fish. Was it Fish? It was something. Whatever. If that's the case, I like Darius Rucker. And T-Money and I would always listen to like Lane 8. And then we would listen to OAR. That was a crazy game of poker. Well, he's not in my life anymore, so let's wish him the best of luck. I'm hoping that you guys obviously, you know, have listened to the podcast. I've been finally you know, being able to like speak my voice and talk about things, and I hope that like this season is very relatable. I'm not sure if you've ever been like in a situationship, but I guess I'm the freaking face of situationship, so that's fun. We got 2 more episodes coming out. We've got the end of the finale, and then we got the secrets revealed, which is very telling, and it expresses and explains more of like how Schwartz and I have been clearly in a relationship. And then also, don't go on Reddit. I think you even ask, like your friends asking me to like explain like a happy birthday to you means that you guys are not looking at all the BS. You guys are really seeing me for me, and I see you, Megan. I freaking see you. So at least you're not gonna get dumped on national television. Oh wait, international television. Go to shop.jomygosh.com. I came in and I was like, yep, I'm not a girl that wakes up and looks at her phone all the day. Like, you know, like when you wake up in the morning, I feel like all these people like kind of wake up in the morning and they're on their phones. And well, I witnessed that from Schwartz being with him for almost a year and a half. But I woke up and I was deciding to like, you know, go and for a hike and things like that. So I think I kind of came in like a little bit of a breath of fresh air, but I'm not that cool, you guys. I'm really not that cool.